"Who do the people say I am?" And then he asked his disciples, "Who do you say I am?" One of our priests back in Manila is called Uncle Joe. It's not because he is the brother of the child of a sister, but because he walks with his uncle. You're meant to laugh. So we call him Uncle Joe. When we were children, today is a children's mass, sometimes when we were kids, we can be cruel. And we have playmates in the neighborhood and everything. And we nicknamed one of our playmates as Rat. Until now, he would be like 50 years old, and people still call him Rat. Because when he runs like a rat. I'm sure maybe most of you calls one of the fathers here Father LS. Not because it's Lawrence Singh, Father Lawrence Singh, but it's because he is Father Long Sermon. Who do people say I am? Who do people say we are? It will be good to know how your neighbors call you. Not just behind your back, but the names that they tag on you or on us. Because it reflects something about ourselves and about our life. In the gospel, we go back to the gospel, it says again, Jesus told his disciples, and by this time, Jesus had been going around, traveling with his disciples. And the disciples were first-hand witnesses of what he says, or what he said, and what he did. Proclaiming the good news, healing the sick, and everything. And then he asked the disciples, who do you say I am? Who do you think I am? With what you have experienced, what will you say? I'm sure the disciples were kind of unsettled because it is difficult when a friend of us asks us, who do you think I am? What do you say to me? We kind of get unsettled, uncomfortable. So in the same way, I suppose the disciples felt the same way. But Peter, Simon Peter said, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. What does it mean? You are the Messiah, the Savior, the Son of God who is living, the God of the living and the God not of the dead. Many have tried to explain this particular statement, and all are agreeing that this is not just a simple statement or a simple description. What Peter said is actually a commitment. When Peter said, you are Christ, the Son of the living God, Peter is not just describing who Jesus was. Peter was not just describing his experience of who Jesus was. He was making a commitment. He was making a promise. Because you are the Son of the living God, I will listen to you. I will obey you. I will follow you. it is a vow. It is like someone or a man telling to the woman, I love you and I'm going to marry you because I am committed to love you for the rest of my life. And that is what Peter said. But we know the story of Peter. Peter, described by Mark and Matthew as following Jesus from a distance. That's the description of the Gospel of Mark and Matthew about Peter. So Peter's commitment is not perfect. Peter's commitment is not strong enough because he follows at a distance. There is still a kind of hesitation, maybe, a sense of weakness, and ultimately, we all know the story. Peter denied the Lord 3 times. Yet, what is fascinating in the gospel is that in spite of this, Jesus called Peter the rock, the foundation of our Holy Mother Church. In other words, Jesus understands that commitment, that fidelity is not perfect, is not complete. He calls Peter in spite of, not because he had already arrived, that he is already strong enough. And this is the story of our lives. We fall down and we stand. We experience difficulties and sometimes we give up. And then we stand again. And this is the story of Peter. His commitment is not full. But the story of Peter as well is that he is willing to change, to be renewed, to be fulfilled by the Lord. So that whenever we fall, the Lord is helping us to stand up again. So that the story of our life and our faith is not how many times we had fallen. It's the many times that we struggle to stand up. Again, it's not how many times we have fallen. It's the many times that we have struggled to stand up again. I'm sure all of us experience this. Oh, I promise to attend or to be part of the Sunday Eucharist from now on, to attend the Sunday Mass. But, oh, last night I had a party, birthday party, I'm so tired. So the following day, oh, the Lord will understand. Or we all know that central to our faith is the call to be able to extend our help to others who are in need. No, but I want the new iPhone, so I'll help later. So many times when we seemingly had fallen, but the good news is so many times we try to stand up again. Because we, like Peter, are willing to renew and change our lives. Because we, like Peter, one to listen, to follow, and obey the Lord. When someone asks you, who do you say I am? Or when you ask somebody, who do you say I am? The best answer may be, I am a follower of the Lord. I fall down, but I stand up. And I allow the Lord to renew myself and renew my life, to embrace Him even more fully as I struggle through my faith, as I struggle through my life.